Hiya, I'm Chase, and if you are a company and you're looking to redesign all of your stuff, or maybe do a redesign on your the way your restaurants look, you know who you are. You should just hire me as a consultant. I'll tell you if it sucks or not. Oh man, I'm kind of serious. This isn't that hard. Maybe don't redesign everything completely. But it's kind of easy to, I don't know. Mess up. And I could help you not do that. Seriously, everything doesn't need to be changed. And I think that's the problem with most of, well, current thinking. Change is good. Change you have to have. Change, you got to do all this change. Change, change, change. And, you know, the world has changed a lot in just 5 years, or 10 years, or 15 years. And the change hasn't been for the better. At least it seems that most people don't like the change. And when you have people uniting against change, yeah, you might have overstepped it. So, yeah, maybe don't do that. Maybe you should ask a regular-ass guy like me, or a regular-ass girl. Well, and you know what I mean by regular-ass. Just a regular-ass. You know, not one of those, well, you know what kind. Maybe you should ask them, would you like to see this? Does this stir your soul? Does this look good? Does this make you want to visit the place? And honestly, I think you're going to get back no. Now, if you want to go to some weirdo focus group that you've handpicked of people that are 0.0001% of the population, yeah, I'm sure they will love it. But you will lose a majority or a very large chunk of your current customers, and you will lose money. Here's a perfect example. There was a McDonald's where I used to live. It was 50s themed. It even had like a 55 Chevy parked out front. Man, it was cool as hell. I loved going there. You'd walk inside. They had all these model airplanes. And, man, oh, the snaps, the crackles, the pops. They had all these model airplanes, and on these model airplanes, you know, they had these like little like clear propeller-looking things, and they would go up and down like they were tilting, like the wings would tilt. Man, it was cool as hell. Yeah. Oh yeah, Doodle on a motorcycle. I hope you weren't coming this way on 22 in Ohio. But yeah, it was cool. And now it's gone. They redesigned it. It was a piece of nostalgia, and it'd been there since I was a kid. And I remember, I think it was built mid to late 80s, somewhere around there. And now it's gone. And I go by there now, and people go by there, and it was like a landmark. Man, there's lots of weird, cool stuff out here. But it was a landmark, and people knew where it was. If you said, hey, I don't know where that is, and it was a place that was near there, you would say, oh, you know, the 50s McDonald's. Oh, yeah. It was iconic. And they tore it down. And now it's some brutalist, communist-looking hellhole. It just looks like every other crappy McDonald's. Kind of made me sad. And that's what you're doing. You're like, you're taking away the nostalgia. You know, I don't look at it as a better time. I just look at it as, you know, it's a cherished memory of something. And people don't want to give those up. Don't take my word for it. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. But think back if you have any memory of that time. And I know some of you do not have a memory of that time because you weren't even old enough and some of you weren't even born. But I can actually remember that. I'm in my 40s now, so I can still remember that. Things were different. But even then, people didn't want change. But it's you know, it's they're just determined to force it onto you. And you can talk to, it doesn't matter, anybody. They don't want change. Like I said, there's some group with a 0.0001% of the population, they think they want change, and everybody else should have to deal with their stuff. Well, sorry, bud. You're not the majority. You're not even close. You're not even what, 1,000th? You're 1,000th of the majority? Yeah, nobody... If we started catering to everybody, everything goes to crap. Sorry, that's the way it works. Just stop. Seriously, if you wanna change something, find a regular ass guy or regular ass girl and ask them. It's not that hard. But if you start putting these weird focus groups with fringe folks, and that could include guys that are, you know, conspiracy theorists that believe that aliens are probing their buttholes. Seriously, how many of those people exist? Should we just, well, we need to make them someone special. We need to listen to them. We need to venerate them. We need to put them up on a pedestal. No, hell no. That's insanity. And there's tons of groups like that. How about we just don't listen to those people? How about we just, yeah, great, you get a say, but you get the same say as everybody else. You don't get special treatment. Sorry. This brutalist reimagining of, I don't know, it's like trying to turn America into some kind of bland communist block of trash. No, stop. That's why people are so outraged. They could go back, they could go to a place, walk in, sit down, and see vintage Americana. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but man, it's kind of cool to look at an old shovel. A regular ass old shovel. Just to see how it was made, how it was stamped out. I know, it sounds insane, but it's one of those things, it's comforting to you. It's I wish I could explain it better, but I'm an idiot, like I said. So I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you for watching, lads and lasses. Stay stubborn, get out there and ride. Also, please, companies, stop screwing with what's working. I know you think that there's more money to be made. There isn't. It's all just a race to the bottom. And changing things isn't going to make it better. And if you think that I'm wrong, well, look at your bottom lines. Need to go back to what made things work. Stop trying to buck the ball, buck the trend. The trend is leave things alone.